Welcome to Solid Edge 2023. I'm Dan Staples, VP of Solid Edge R&D at Siemens. I'm joined today by Jeff Walker, Director of Solid Edge Products. We're excited to showcase the latest release of Solid Edge 2023. Before we get started, let's spend a few minutes bringing you up to date on Siemens' digital industry strategy and the key role Solid Edge plays. There's a lot of discussion these days around transformation, or specifically digital transformation. But what is this transformation? Auto companies discuss becoming mobility companies. Commercial aircraft companies becoming air transport companies. Some companies want us to help them build new business models, and others are asking us to manage their software deployments. It's really important that companies consider digital transformation because honestly, those that don't risk being left behind. But what does digital transformation really mean for small and mid-sized businesses? Industry analyst IDC recently did a survey where the focus was SMB manufacturing and digital transformation in particular. They surveyed hundreds of SMBs around the world, asking them about digital transformation, their strategies, plans, and recent progress. Importantly, 72% of the advanced SMBs surveyed believe that digital transformation helps level the playing field for small businesses versus their larger competitors. So clearly, digital transformation is a key part of the go-forward strategy for many SMBs. Second, the survey asked about technology priorities. Cloud computing and software as a service, or SaaS, really stood out. Nearly a third of the SMB manufacturers surveyed said that they were prioritizing cloud computing, software as a service, and nearly half said that these categories would be a technology priority in the next 12 months. IDC notes that cloud is the great enabler for collaboration and analytics. And I think that's a great way to put it because it's not about the cloud itself, but what you gain from it, and collaboration is the key. So let's look at a customer leveraging powerful cloud collaboration tools for meaningful impact. Harsh International are manufacturers of farm machinery, industrial equipment, and hydraulic hoists. Harsh is using new capabilities provided by Solid Edge XaaS to collaborate more effectively and reduce their design and development time by as much as 80%. 80% reduction in design and development time. Wow, that's what Solid Edge XaaS can enable. Let's take a look at that journey.
Harsh International is a manufacturing company in northern Colorado. We manufacture everything from livestock equipment to hydraulic truck equipment.
Bob came to me with the idea to create a larger hoist, but one that doesn't have the cylinders swinging underneath the truck.
With Accelerator Share, we could click on it, send it to Bob. It didn't matter if it was over the weekend or he might have been in the office next door looking at it.
Those guys would be able to pull it up on their computer and just take a look at everything and say, this part could be a little bit different. And I was able to just bounce back those ideas really fast between all of us.
The need for people to be in the same room is not near as important as it was before. Now it's on a computer screen. Everybody knows exactly what needs to be done. As soon as they complete it, you see the result of that right there on the drawing, the 3D solid model I'm looking at. The time you spend addressing that issue is dramatically reduced. Being able to take that hoist from conception to fruition and then on to production in something in the range of 3 to 4 months was awesome. Hitting that market as fast as you can means taking advantage of that market as quickly as you can. That's what Share has done for us.
We love helping companies like Harsh succeed with digital transformation. Siemens is committed to that mission. The investment Siemens has made over the last several years has been just phenomenal. You can see on this slide a list of companies that we brought into the digital industry software portfolio. We've literally invested more than 10 billion euros over the past several years, and we've become one of the largest and most successful software companies in the world. In fact, Siemens is one of the top 10 software companies in the world. The result of that investment is Accelerator, a catalyst for the digital enterprise. Accelerator is our comprehensive, integrated portfolio of software, services, and an application development platform. The portfolio accelerates the transformation of businesses into digital enterprises and unlocks a powerful industrial network effect. As a key part of the Siemens Accelerator portfolio, you can think of Solid Edge as your on-ramp to digital transformation. Focused on the requirements of small and mid-sized manufacturers, Solid Edge enables manufacturers to create a comprehensive digital twin of their products and includes solutions for mechanical design, electrical design, simulation, manufacturing, and publications. It also includes solutions for data management, for managing all the technical data that's created and consumed when creating and supporting the digital twin. It facilitates collaboration both within manufacturing companies and with their external resources, including suppliers and customers. Solid Edge is your on-ramp to digital transformation. And Solid Edge assists in digital transformation for companies of all sizes, such as Chantiers d'Atlantique. Communication and collaboration help them turn complex design concepts into a competitive advantage for building the largest cruise ships in the world. Now it's time to share with you some of the great new functionality that's in Solid Edge 2023. Create, connect, collaborate. Our customer for this year's release is Janu. Janu is an Estonia-based company founded in 2019. The images you're looking at are fully autonomous bartending robots. They leverage AI technology, and it serves drinks, handles payments, identifies and communicates with clients. Contactless, hygienic, and highly efficient. With this year's release of Solid Edge 2023, we continue to push the boundaries of product development, leveraging the comprehensive digital twin. With exciting new capabilities such as simplified modeling workflows, value-based licensing, Solid Edge XaaS, improved interoperability, Solid Edge Inspector, Kanban boards, and literally hundreds more. Solid Edge 2023 is our best release yet. Beta customers have already had the opportunity to experience Solid Edge 2023. Here's what they had to say. Francisco at Fiorini was really impressed by our focus on daily workflows. And Zohar is excited about being able to work easier and faster. Solid Edge XaaS includes next-generation cloud-based technologies specifically designed to help our customers collaborate with colleagues, partners, and customers in a secure environment. And there are many other benefits that come with Solid Edge XaaS. Let's break it down. First of all, Solid Edge will always be the heart of your product development process with its powerful CAD and manufacturing preparation capabilities. But there's a new way to consume Solid Edge called XaaS. It includes all the things you love about Solid Edge, but so much more. Data management and security, the ability to have your data securely stored in the cloud and share with others. Augmented reality, the ability to look at your product in the context of the real world. Collaboration, everyone working from that single source of truth. And they can share that data, they can effectively communicate. Mobility, anywhere, anytime, any device. And value-based licensing, gets the features you need when you want them. Choose the add-on capabilities you want with instant access to tools like Generative Design Pro, Point Cloud Visualization, and Solid Edge Electrical Routing. We'll talk more about the broad range of capabilities you get with Solid Edge XaaS in a second. Right now, let's focus in on some of the great project management and search tools that are part of Solid Edge XaaS. Jeff?
Thanks, Dan. Collaboration with colleagues, partners, and customers has never been easier with the new productivity and collaboration tools in Accelerator Share for Solid Edge 2023. A new modern dashboard helps users understand the status of project deliverables at a glance using the Accelerator Share homepage. Collaboration and project management is simplified with the introduction of Kanban boards. This intuitive tracking process helps visualize work and maximize efficiency by displaying projects and tasks as easy-to-understand cards that are organized into user-defined columns. The boards, which can be used on any device, are helpful tools during team meetings to manage project progress. Adjustments can be made to a project or task by simple drag-and-drop interactions. Also, share search functionalities have been improved to make sure you find the right files every time.
Okay, Dan, back to you.
Thanks, Jeff. It's great to see that modern dashboard that helps users understand the status of project deliverables at a glance. And I really love the Kanban boards. It's so easy to keep track of things and just drag and drop to change project status. The new shopping style search, it lets you browse your data just like you do on the shopping websites, but you have common properties like file name, file type, owner, date modified, and more. So it's really a productive way to find and look at your data. Because Solid Edge XaaS leverages Accelerator Share technology, it also offers integration with a wide variety of Solid Edge and other Siemens products. Over 2,000 Siemens software subscriptions, including several from the Solid Edge portfolio, are now integrated with Accelerator Share. So this enables cross-domain and cross-supply chain collaboration. The benefits of Accelerator Share grow with each individual subscription. The base plan includes 500 gigabytes of storage, but each additional subscription increases online storage. Mechanical design enhancements. Click less, do more. Right in the core of your daily work, you're going to find some great productivity enhancements. We've used some great lessons learned with synchronous technology and brought these into the ordered or history-based modeling and workflows. We revamped the UX and put the tools right at your fingertips. Let's take a look. Over to you, Jeff.
Solid Edge 2023 continues to deliver enhanced workflows, promoting greater performance and increased productivity. Solid Edge 2023 introduces a fresh and modern user interface that's consistent across all Siemens software products. All commands and environments have been refreshed, providing an easier-to-use, modern, and clean look and feel, but still the Solid Edge you know and love at its core. Context toolbar capabilities have been expanded in all environments, providing high-frequency object-specific commands at the tip of your fingers, improving productivity. Focusing on the robot arm, we will complete the design of a new glass holder. The material addition and removal workflows have now been combined into one single command. Also new is the introduction of automatic regions in ordered sketches. This speeds the process of sketching by eliminating the need to trim sketch elements and project face edges. Closed areas are found automatically, as we can see here, as we add and remove material with a single extrude command. Changing the extrude feature to a cutout couldn't be any simpler. Just edit the feature and change the options. When adding features, the spacebar can also be used as a quick toggle to switch between add and remove. Solid Edge 2023 also speeds up the process of direct editing in an ordered model by introducing synchronous capabilities in the move, rotate, and offset commands. Here the steering wheel is used to easily define the move and rotate directions, and design intent rules can be used to control the movement of other faces in the model. Here we can see this as we adjust these two cylindrical faces and toggle the concentric option on and off. One final alteration of this part is to add an angle to the side faces by using the rotate command. The enhanced workflows make this a breeze. Since this is an ordered model, the move and rotate features are captured in the Pathfinder and can easily be edited later. The hole feature capabilities have also been extended and now have support for standard class fit tolerances for simple countersunk and counterbore hole types. These conform to the ANSI, ISO, and DIN standards. Support for unit tolerance has also been added. Solid Edge 2023 also introduces a new library of high-quality face styles, which consist of many common categories containing thousands of different styles, ranging from additive manufacturing, coatings, fabrics, plastics, metals, and many more. They can easily be dragged and dropped into the desired parts to quickly add realism to any design. There have also been improvements to assembly features with the addition of new commands such as slot, swept cut, subtraction, and union. In this case, we'll add a swept cut, creating a path through two large components at the top of the design. The workflow is consistent with the swept cut in the part environment. Finally, there are new workflows to easily explore and visualize the internal components of any design with a new Visual Explode command. Simply drag the slider bar to dynamically explode the parts on the screen, then drag it back to collapse the parts back into place. There is also a stepwise option that intelligently explodes the subassemblies in sequence and provides additional ways to visualize the design.
Awesome. Thanks, Jeff. It's really exciting to see how some of the great new technology from Synchronous has been moved into the ordered, history-based environment. It's increasing productivity while speeding onboarding for first-time users. Things like regions are just a huge productivity saver, as is the ability to drag to define whether you want to add or cut. And finally, having true synchronous-styled edits in ordered modeling environments, just a game changer. Now ordered direct modeling commands such as move and rotate, they make use of that signature synchronous steering wheel to dramatically improve the ability to edit ordered models. Here we have some great positive feedback from beta customer Jan Boss. In addition to bringing some of the great technology of Synchronous into ordered, we've also revamped the user interface to be a lot more fresh and productive. A clean, modern presentation of a command's options allows users to discover the capabilities of each command more intuitively and quickly. Similar to the presentation styles of many other CAD solutions, the vertical command bars allow new users to adopt Solid Edge more quickly, leading to faster onboarding, increased satisfaction, and a lower cost of training. We've also brought the commands closer to the action. The context toolbar pops up the highest frequency, object-specific commands right at the user's cursor. With command options available right at the point of focus, mouse travel is minimized, improving productivity and streamlining the user experience. Mirko Markovic from Kaiser immediately saw the value of the new UI, noting that they can work more intuitively and efficiently. And isn't the Visual Explode just amazing? I love that staged mode where it does sub-assemblies first and then it explodes down the levels. It's really great stuff. We've also continued to build out our automated assembly tools by allowing users to capture common relationships and quickly replay them in new assemblies, as well as many other daily productivity enhancements. Again, positive feedback from Jan, excited about the new assign capture fit functionality. It's great to see all the new material and visual styles as well. This has been a collaboration across various parts of Siemens to deliver not only very useful, but consistent styles across products. It's as simple as drag and drop. New interoperability enhancements unlock the power of your design data while future-proofing your work. Transfer Solid Edge data to and from the Accelerator portfolio of products, including NX and Process Simulate, easily and accurately. Let's take a look. Over to you, Jeff.
Solid Edge 2023 is now even more tightly integrated with other downstream processes and can transfer assembly kinematic information to applications such as NX and Process Simulate to perform further dynamic studies or operations. In this example, we will see how we can save time and minimize errors by transferring the motion kinematics of this robot arm from Solid Edge to Siemens Process Simulate. Starting in the Solid Edge motion environment, we will make sure the kinematics are properly defined by selecting all the parts, then choosing which ones are moving or fixed. This creates the 7 needed joints to replicate the 7-axis Panda robot. Once this is done, the motion of the robot can be verified by running the basic simulation. Now the Solid Edge model can be exported with all the appropriate kinematic information and subsequently opened in Process Simulate. Once in Process Simulate, we can see that by using the joint jog option, all the relevant kinematics are present without having to do any additional work. The kinematic information of all the joints can be viewed by setting the modeling scope and using the kinematic editor. Here, kinematic relationships are used to define the robot and simulate the reach movement. We can see that all the joints are correctly connected with each other and in the sequence that was defined in Solid Edge. The movement can be defined from the tool-centered point frame using inverse kinematic movements which are calculated automatically. Finally, we can simulate the action of the robot and see the exact movements needed to mix our drink of choice. Solid Edge 2023 increases productivity and provides even closer interoperability and integration with other Siemens portfolio solutions such as Process Simulate and NX Mechatronics Concept Designer.
Okay, Dan, back to you.
Thanks, Jeff. So obviously we've done a lot of technical work here to enable exchanging important design information like joints, couplers, links, rigid bodies, and so on. But the real benefit for you is what it enables, and that's broader access to the Siemens Accelerator portfolio. For example, for process verification using Technomatics Process Simulate, or for true virtual commissioning with NX Mechanical Concept Designer. This seamless integration opens up a whole new world of possibilities via Accelerator. But we didn't stop with joints and kinematics. Material and physical properties assigned in Solid Edge are now seamlessly translated to NX. Again, this opens a huge range of Accelerator options, but providing consistent data for CAE and inspection applications. Enhanced PMI transfer capabilities include section and model views, and the ability to associate sketch and section view dimensions to a design body. This enhances interoperability with NXCAM and NXCMM and other validation tools. And we continue to build out CAD Direct. In addition to NX parts, you can now insert SolidWorks, JT, STEP, and Parasolid files, either parts or assemblies, into a Solid Edge assembly directly, without the need for translation. CAD Direct makes working and collaborating with partners, suppliers, and even other departments in your company easier than before by supporting multiple file types without the need for everyone to use the same modeling system. A great feature of this is that solid bodies and surfaces can be inserted in the form of internal components. And this means you don't have to keep track of any other files and all different parts on disk, because all the parts are contained directly in the assembly. A great way to manage supplier data. Model-based definition. Leverage design and manufacturing intent seamlessly. Model-based definition enhancements give you the tools to capture design and manufacturing intent faster and easier than ever before. Solid Edge Advanced PMI delivers high-quality, consistent dimensioning for downstream PMI applications. Let's take a look.
Solid Edge 2023 provides new advanced PMI and model-based definition capabilities, allowing users to detail 3D models faster and easier than ever before, and to seamlessly share 3D model intelligence for downstream manufacturing processes with other relevant stakeholders. Dimensions can now be automatically arranged on the 3D model with a couple of clicks. Simply select the needed dimensions and the system automatically arranges them, stacked or chained. If dimensions need to be arranged with respect to a smaller area of the model, there's an option that makes that easy too. This part lacks the necessary dimensions for all the size and locations of some of the holes. The new auto dimension capabilities take care of this with ease. All we need to do is to select the primary, secondary, and tertiary planes and select the features to be automatically dimensioned or even just auto-dimension the whole model. With support for planar faces, cylinders, and holes, it has never been easier or quicker to dimension your model. We can even define tolerances to be automatically added to each dimension. The new Model View palette allows for fast interaction with model views. The palette displays easy-to-understand thumbnail images that are directly derived from the model views themselves. Model views can easily be navigated by clicking on the images or by using the arrow keys. It is also easy to create new views directly from the palette. Here we will quickly create the front view and add the necessary dimensions and tolerances. With the new text box and note library features, we can easily add notes to the model views. These notes can also include model properties, like the latest revision in this example. There's also an option to keep the text parallel to the screen. The creation of drawings is a breeze through the new Model View palette. A right-click to select the draft template is all it takes to create the drawing. The same Model View palette can be used in the draft environment. Here we will drag and drop the right view from the palette and align it with the existing views. The fit class and tolerance of holes can also be easily retrieved in callouts. Also, the ability to modify the color of cut faces on section views means it is even easier to differentiate internal details of a model and communicate necessary product manufacturing information. 3D axis annotation is now supported for appropriate geometry types, giving users a quick way to add the desired product manufacturing information to their models. Section view dimensions and sketches are now associated to the design body, making it easier to use them in downstream processes. The copy to PMI workflow has also been improved. Now when copying selected 2D annotations and dimensions from the profile-based features or sketches, once they become 3D dimensions, they are automatically connected to the corresponding model faces. Notice that selecting the PMI will highlight the associated faces. Solid Edge model-based definition allows designers to publish all this product information for use in downstream processes. It is simple and easy to publish a high-quality 3D PDF that contains all chosen model views and supports full view manipulation. Assembly documents can also contain a fully interactive bill of materials and much more. Solid Edge 2023 Advanced PMI and Model-Based Definition capabilities provide new streamlined tools to detail 3D models faster and easier than ever before, and to seamlessly share 3D model intelligence for downstream manufacturing processes with other relevant stakeholders.
That looks great, Jeff. I think it's truly important how we are moving the intelligence out of the drawing and directly into the model. Not only that, though, we're providing new levels of automation. The new auto dimension command increases productivity by automatically creating PMI dimensions for your part and sheet metal components. Plus, users can save custom schemes with tolerances and whole callout strings to standardize the dimensioning process. Dimensioning checker assistants automatically check part models to determine if the part is over or under constraint. And Dimension Checker's color-coded results are displayed both in the graphical area and in an interactive report, and highlights constraint levels and identifies missing tolerances. I really love the enhanced model view palette. It makes it so easy to manage which dimensions are in which views, and you can really visually see how things are organized. Yet, if you still want to create drawings, they can be created directly from the model view palette with just a few clicks, or simply by dragging and dropping. We've really built out the number of things you can do in annotating your 3D model as well. Text box annotation enables the addition of notes and other information to your 3D PMI. Notes and text boxes can be saved to a notes library, saving significant time when applying frequently used notes to 3D PMI. The annotations can also be set to always show parallel to the screen or as the model view is rotated. Fit class and unit tolerances that can now be defined in the whole feature in the design environment can easily be included in drawings or in the PMI dimensioning. Dimensioning of similar holes can be grouped into a single callout, allowing for more concise dimensioning, saving time and reducing confusion. Solid Edge Inspector automatically generates quality inspection data and reports users can trust, while enabling seamless communication in the downstream manufacturing process. Here's Jeff.
Thanks, Dan. Quality inspection is an important competitive factor. Using Solid Edge Inspector makes inspection planning a quick and easy process. Let's take a look at the side plate in this Yanu AI robotic bartender. We'll open the drawing that already has all the relevant manufacturing information defined. Launching Solid Edge Inspector, we can set the tolerance standards required. If needed, multiple tolerance tables can be configured that can apply later based on the part type. Creating characteristic numbers with balloons is a quick and easy process. There is also the flexibility to create balloons manually or ignore some specific dimension types. Based on the standard and configurations that have been set here, the default tolerances get applied for the dimensions that do not have specific tolerances defined. These dimensions are highlighted in yellow in the characteristic table. At any time, the dimension class can be controlled to define how critical they are. The inspection balloons can also be shown or hidden as required. The inspection information can be exported into multiple file formats and can be used later in downstream applications. It's also possible to export this information as separate project files that can later be re-imported into the drawing. This is very useful in situations where the quality team does not have write access to the CAD file. Inspection reports can be generated by choosing a template. These templates can easily be configured for any industry standard. The inspection data can also be easily updated to accommodate any design changes. Here are changes made to the model and the drawings then subsequently updated. Now we will also delete a dimension and add a new dimension. A simple click of a button updates the inspection data. This will add a balloon to the new dimension and updates the CN list with this information and all the other changes that are made. Changes like modified dimensions, new and deleted dimensions are captured as part of the CN list. Filters can be applied to these columns similar to Excel. As the design has been modified and the drawings updated, we'll generate the inspection report and see the updates. The list shows new, modified, and deleted dimensions. Filters can also be applied to the CN list to generate a compare report. This shows only the changes that were made when compared to previous versions. Solid Edge Inspector also fully supports a model-based inspection process. This means it works seamlessly on the 3D model in an MBD workflow. Just like we saw for the 2D drawing, it is possible to create and edit balloons and generate a report on a 3D model using the PMI dimensions and annotations. Solid Edge Inspector provides a competitive edge by streamlining the quality and inspection planning process.
Wow, Jeff, I think that's really going to be a big time saver for a lot of Solid Edge customers. As you saw, Solid Edge Inspector automatically identifies, labels, and extracts critical design characteristics from 3D models and drawings. And unique identifiers are assigned that are linked to this design information over the entire life cycle of the part through all changes, modifications, and iterations. Solid Edge Inspector saves users valuable time by automatically identifying and labeling the important information in up to 80% less time than manual entry methods. Plus, for increased downstream consumption and better communication with colleagues, the data can be extracted in different neutral formats, including Microsoft Excel. First article inspection reports can be automatically generated and are essential to effective inspection planning. Those first article reports can assist in locating errors that could cause issues later in the product's life cycle, saving time and money by catching errors before the product proceeds downstream in the manufacturing process. Enhanced capabilities now allow for simulation on convergent models. Expansion of body mesh functionality to include assembly and sheet metal simulation reduces meshing errors and accelerates the speed of simulation studies. Let's take a look at that.
Solid Edge 2023 continues to accelerate the design process by providing powerful tools to help digitally validate designs and build better products in less time by front-loading the simulation process. We will start with a generative design study that will help optimize the weight and material usage for a caster wheel component. After creating a new study and defining the loads and constraints, we have the new ability to define the maximum displacement for a point on a given face. This helps guarantee the model has the appropriate amount of stiffness in a given direction. Also, planar symmetry is a new shape constraint that optimizes the model across 1, 2, or 3 orthogonal planes. This ensures the optimized model will result in the best possible symmetric design. Viewing the results, we can see that both sides of the model are identical due to the planar symmetry constraint. Selecting the Show Stress option gives immediate feedback on areas of high stress concentration so we can adjust our model if necessary. The optimized generative design is a unique hybrid model that combines BREP and mesh geometries, which can be sent directly for additive manufacturing. Moving to structural simulation, Solid Edge 2023 now supports the ability to analyze these hybrid mesh and BREP models. This allows us to easily validate the results of the generative study by applying the same load and constraints in the new study. The body mesh option, which is now available in the part, assembly, and sheet metal environments, has some new options that allow the resulting mesh to be simplified and improved by defining parameters such as the number of points around a circle. In addition to producing a good quality mesh, it provides automatic geometry cleanup of small faces and edges. After solving, we can analyze the model and see that the areas of high stress match the results we saw during the generative design study. A new check element quality command has been added, enabling us to view and report any poor quality elements created when meshing. There are 14 Nastran quality checks available. Here we check the tetrahedral aspect ratio, or ratio of longest to shortest element edge. Selecting Show Elements highlights and displays the warning and error elements in the model, as well as generating a report containing a summary of error elements. There are no errors in our mesh, but a few warning areas could be improved in a future study if needed. A great usability enhancement in Solid Edge 2023 is the ability to reuse an existing mesh. Here we will duplicate our study and bring the mesh with us. We want to test the model again, but with a higher load this time. By reusing the mesh, we are able to save valuable time by not having to remesh the same geometry. This enables us to quickly run multiple iterations of our study, ensuring the design meets all of the necessary requirements. Solid Edge 2023 further enhances our robust simulation capabilities, saving valuable design time and reducing material and testing costs.
Super, great stuff, Jeff, thanks. This is actually pretty remarkable. Although in theory generative models are created based on the actual part stresses, we find that some customers want an extra validation pass using proven SimCenter Nastran solvers. With our unique Siemens technology, we can actually mesh a mesh. So you can perform simulation studies on convergent models using generative design, reverse engineering, and enhancing Solid Edge's capabilities to seamlessly incorporate mesh-based geometries into the design process. The functionality of body mesh, which honestly is truly amazing, is unique to Siemens, has been extended. Originally introduced in 2022 for parts, it has been expanded to support assembly and sheet metal simulation. We also continue to build out the core of simulation, the stuff you do daily. So support for duplicating meshes and extensive quality checking has been added. Generative design has received a significant upgrade as well. New generative design commands, planar symmetry and maximum displacement constraint, give users the ability to do studies faster and more effectively than ever before. Solid Edge CAM Pro enhancements let you machine parts more efficiently while giving you the ability to create more shapes, including those that would have otherwise been too expensive or even impossible. Here's Jeff.
Transform your manufacturing and maximize your design data with the powerful automated tools of Solid Edge's fully integrated CAD/CAM solutions. Starting with 5-axis machining, we will focus on this part. Since it has features on all sides, a 5-axis approach will allow it to be machined in one single setup. The fixture has also been designed completely in Solid Edge. This is using a window frame technique where the stock body also serves as a holding device. A single button click sends the whole fixture and part to CAM Pro. Opening an existing setup reveals some CNC programming work that has already been done. Solid Edge CAM Pro 2023 now supports the adaptive roughing cut pattern for 5-axis roughing. This means very efficient machining and expert control of the stress on the cutting tool, and as a result extends the life of the tool. Here we'll look at the machining simulation. This is another great innovation in Solid Edge CAM Pro, the ability to perform G-code-based simulation. Here the machine motion on the virtual machine is being driven by the actual G-code file. We can visualize all the axis tracking while the G-code file is being run. A true example of leveraging a digital twin. Another great enhancement in CAM Pro is the addition of Smart Machining Kit Simulation within the PostHub portal. There are packages covering 3, 4, and 5-axis G-code simulation. Each package provides access to all of the machines in the group. Also, PostHub can now be a repository for things other than post-processors. For example, best practice documents, technical libraries, and much more. Another new capability is rotary roughing on 4-axis machines. Not only is the operation easy to use, but this machine simulation shows it does a great job with this spiral groove or any other 4-axis feature. Solid Edge CAM Pro 2023 also introduces a brand new wire EDM capability. This makes programming these operations a breeze.
Okay, Dan, back to you.
Thanks, Jeff. It's really satisfying to see our CAM capabilities continue to grow and grow, built on the best CAM in the business. The new 5-axis roughing enables customers to spend less time creating CNC programs while enjoying better toolpaths and faster machining throughput. While new rotary machining for 4-axis improves users' ability to create shapes, even previously impossible ones. Plus, new wire EDM functionality rounds out the offering and includes an extensive database of wire EDM machines. Standardized, professionally built machine simulation kits are available in an easy-to-access library through PostHub. The Smart Machine Kits library eliminates the need for time-consuming, expensive, custom-built simulation kits. A new modern user interface for Solid Edge technical publications and enhancements to usability, workflows, and animation lets you do even more with your illustrations and technical documentation. Let's check it out. Over to you, Jeff.
Solid Edge 3D Publishing speeds the process of creating compelling and engaging technical documentation, such as installation, maintenance, and instruction manuals that are essential to business success and product performance. Let's dive into the creation of this document for our Yanu AI bartender. With a fresh and updated user interface with improved performance and a similar look and feel as Microsoft Office products, creating documents with Solid Edge technical publication is a breeze. A new Page tab allows for easier navigation of documents. With a thumbnail image available for each page, users can now navigate their document by clicking a thumbnail image to go directly to that page. Also new is the ability to assign rich text to metadata and illustrations. Here, text styles can be fully customized to fit your need. Animations play an important part of conveying different messages and features in a document, whether marketing or instructional. Here, a new transition editor makes it easy to create custom transitions with user-defined timing for camera movement, part reveal, and other animation features. There are also 2 new animation types, flash and fade. Here, a flash animation is being used to highlight the LCD screen, and then fade animation slowly hides the screen in order to focus on the robot arm and its animation. Also new is the ability to use simplified parts and assemblies, family of parts, and family of assemblies. For the Yanu instruction manual, we'd like to add some key details on some of the parts to protect our intellectual property. To do this, we can easily replace the detailed parts with their simplified representations. This is achieved with the update command. Solid Edge 3D Publishing then takes care of replacing them in our model, all achieved quickly and easily without having to recreate the document from scratch. With this year's release, users can also define multiple master pages to help with document creation. This provides more versatility in large documents. Shapes can act as fully actionable items in Solid Edge technical publication. Users can customize them for various processes such as switching illustrations, customizing views, or even directing to web pages. In this page, we can use the button to switch between different colors of the Yanu AI bartender. Documentation can be published to all the latest industry standard file types, including 3D PDF, HTML5, raster, and vector images. Here's the complete instruction manual in HTML format. End users can access this information without any additional software, as it will open in any modern browser. With Solid Edge technical publications, creating technical documents and interactive manuals has never been easier.
Thanks, Jeff. It's clear that the new modern user interface makes Solid Edge technical publications faster and more responsive than ever before. There are just so many enhancements, but some favorites are the ability to flash and fade parts during storyboard animations, or the leader line outlines that provide better contrast and visibility while highlighting the content of illustrations. And the new support for Solid Edge simplified parts and assemblies can significantly reduce the file size of illustrations, the technical documentation, without sacrificing the intended message or instruction. Value-based licensing, part of a XaaS subscription, gives you access to a wide variety of Solid Edge products without having to buy in each individual product. You can use what you want when you want it. So let's take a look at how it works.
New for Solid Edge, value-based licensing, a flexible licensing option to help you with the challenges of a rapidly changing development environment. This approach allows you to discover new Solid Edge add-on products while increasing flexibility for you and your team. Let's have a look at how value-based licensing works. Starting with the base application, Solid Edge Classic or Premium, value-based licenses offer a fully flexible environment in which users can explore different functionalities. Companies acquire a set of tokens which allow the running of a wide array of applications. Tokens are available in yearly subscription packs that make the add-on products available as a single shareable bundle. Tokens can be checked in and out to allow for maximum flexibility. Each add-on product consumes a defined number of tokens when in use. The total number of applications and which specific applications that can be checked out is limited by the number of tokens users have available. Value-based licensing is even more flexible when combining multiple users, each with their own desktop and set of tokens. Just imagine, a worker is confronted with the maximum token limit. By having a joint token pool, the limitation is automatically lifted as he or she is able to claim unused tokens from a colleague. In this context, it's also perfectly possible for users to use the same application simultaneously, as long as the token maximum isn't reached. Value-based licensing gives you the ability to manage cost, discover new applications, and easily scale your business. In many cases, the total investment is less than individual licenses, yet the flexibility dramatically increases, regardless of whether the modules are used daily or occasionally. Value-based licensing, new for Solid Edge, offers a truly flexible, cost-effective, simple-to-scale approach that reduces risk over time and encourages users to maximally explore new possibilities.
I think you're really going to like value-based licensing. I mean, look at the list of products here. These are all valuable products, but are you going to use every one every day? What if you could just mix and match and decide what you want to use at any time without having to buy all those individual products? Well, now you can. Generative Design Pro, Point Cloud Visualization, Solid Edge Simulation Advanced, and all the others you see here are available on value-based licensing. Only available as part of a Solid Edge XaaS subscription, value-based licensing provides a flexible, cost-effective method for users to run all those Solid Edge add-on products you just saw. It grants access to multiple products through a system of tokens. Tokens are available in yearly subscription packs of 25 and 50, and make those add-on products available as a single shareable bundle. Tokens can be checked in and out to allow for maximum flexibility. It's really the ultimate in flexibility and will give you access to technologies you never thought possible. The Solid Edge portfolio of products supports digital transformation through a powerful, comprehensive, and accessible set of tools. You can of course continue to buy Solid Edge in its traditional or perpetual form, but Solid Edge XaaS is now available as well. To learn more about Solid Edge XaaS and the benefits it can provide your company, please reach out to your Siemens partner for additional details. To learn more about Solid Edge 2023 and the benefits it can provide your company, visit us at siemens.com Solid Edge 2023 or scan the QR code shown here. There's so much more in the Solid Edge 2023 release that we were not able to show today. I encourage you to sit down and get to know it. I also encourage you to join the Solid Edge Community Forum. Talk to your fellow users. It's easy to get engaged with the community. Just go to community.sw.siemens.com. For those of you that haven't tried Solid Edge, I encourage you to do so with our free 30-day trial. It's a full access trial, and you can access it at siemens.com/try-solid-edge. Today we've shown you some of the great new capabilities of Solid Edge 2023. Companies like Yanu, Harsh, Chantiers d'Atlantique, and more trust Solid Edge to help grow their businesses. Isn't it time for you to take a hard look at Solid Edge 2023? Solid Edge 2023. Create, connect, collaborate. All right, so we have a little bit of time for questions, so if you just want to enter your questions in the chat, then we can answer them. So we have a few rolling in already. Let's take a look here. First obvious one is, when is Solid Edge 2023 available? And the great news is it's available now, just recently released, and you can download it and get to know it. Let's see. Can I get Accelerator Share as a perpetual customer? So Accelerator Share is part of Solid Edge XaaS. So as a Solid Edge XaaS customer, you're able to access Accelerator Share. There are many more benefits we saw, like the value-based licensing. So you really need to take a look at Solid Edge XaaS. Let's see. Will more add-on products be available through value-based licensing in the future? Jeff, you want to take that one?
Yeah, certainly we over time we're going to be adding to the value-based licensing. Currently the 8 that are available are, that's a powerful lineup, but yes, we will consider others in the future. Super.
Let's see, does simulation on convergent models support geometry attained by 3D scanning? Yes, it does. So in fact, really anything that came from triangles, we do mesh on mesh, right? So it doesn't matter whether it came out of, let's say, a generative design analysis which results in triangles, or it came through scanning which results in triangles, or wherever you got your triangles from, we can mesh those triangles, and so yes, absolutely. Let's see. Is view and markup limited to CAD files in Accelerator Share? No, actually, you can, of course, mark up a variety of CAD files, not just Solid Edge files, but other file types as well, other CAD file types as well. But you can also mark up PDFs, you can mark up Word documents. Really a full lineup is supported in Accelerator Share. So it's really a great collaboration tool no matter what you're doing. Is body mesh supported in assemblies or just parts? So let me grab that one as well because I know the answer, which is that yes, it is. It started out last year, we did it just on parts, but now it's supported on sheet metal and also on assemblies as well. So I guess as more questions roll in, if you have any more questions, just keep adding them to the comments below. And as we close out here, our Solid Edge experts will continue to monitor the chat and continue to answer questions. All right, well, I really want to thank all of you for attending today. It's great to have the enthusiasm we see around the Solid Edge 2023 release, and honestly, I can't wait to see what you do with it. Thanks so much.